I am Jeffrey Rogue Kohut. This is my Potter's Journal. According to my local grocery sales ad, it is the Merry Berry month of May. So how can I take advantage of their advertising? How about some berry bowls? Let's see. What's in the kiln today? So here we go. What's in the kiln today? Summertime in the garden and summertime in the pottery. The berry bowls. The good old summertime berry bowls. You know, these things are great to take out into the garden to pick sugar snap peas, cherry tomatoes, other fruits and vegetables that you are just going to want to wash and eat. And let's see, do we have a signature on that? Yes, we have got a signature and a date and a stamp. I want to actually get one that reads very clearly, but that's something for another video. As was the making of these things, that happened in another video. And this happened over the winter, the little maple syrup pitchers, or cream, or vodka, I'm told, or whatever else. This is Sgraffito, whereas here we've got the combing and the trailing. Okay, a couple of these guys. These were fun. I like these. I always need little stuff. It fits right underneath and around bigger stuff to keep the kiln full. And yeah, I've already added the tariff costs to my stuff, so I have also added the decorative element just to make sure I'm able to get the new prices. I was just doing the comb through before, but this is trailed on, and I do like the white on white. So very happy with that. Oh, great. And I use the stilts because even though this has a trimmed foot with the notches to drain, sometimes, okay, that middle part right here sticks to the bottom of the kiln. So I thought, well, all I need is one stilt right there, but it looks like it slid off. So have a little grinding to do there. And let's see what else. And the, okay, olive oil pour jars. I do like, okay, the white on white. And here it is with the blue. Let's see, the sea mist. This is the color that everybody likes. This is what I buy the most of. These are the olive oil pour jars. I always want to know if they are going to fit. So let's quick grab one out. It's a new batch. Will they fit? And they do. So I'm always worried. I think somebody in the comments once said if the measuring cork fits perfectly in there, I forget how that goes, it will shrink down to be just the right size. So that's what we do. And okay, let's see, here we go. Let's look at these. So this is when it's in the greenware, or the bisqueware state, the white on the white, and there are the finished results. We can do that with each of these. So, and let's see what we pull out. And here it is with the new added. Okay, we're giving them a little more detail since we need to get a bit more for them, and there it is. So black slip, white dotted on, and the sea mist over top. And one more. This is the way I was doing it, just very simply combed through. So, you know, it means pulling them back, monitoring them, pulling them back out again to put that extra little dot on. But since we have to put the prices up, okay, also putting a little more into it. Not sure that's fair to me, but it's also nice to improve the design. I do like this. I like the way the rib, okay, you know, directs the glaze with the carving it in and the black showing it up. So it's a technique that I like, the more simplistic as well. Okay, and just a small 1.5-inch shelf, my old friend Ralph. Oh, do I miss him. You know, not only artist, poet, he was a gourmet as well. That he liked his crudité when I was fixing, you know, my dinner. That the slip trailing, he with the black on the white. These are the spoon rests for in the kitchen, so he loved his crudité. I would drizzle over his dog food. He'd love this one just simply. I always do plain and fancy for the prices. He liked his French beef marrow demi-glace drizzled over his food. Liked vegetables cooked in all manner. The white on the white with my green glaze over it. He liked his goody food. The lamb, the lemon potatoes, the dill, oregano, feta. Liked his pasta too. Brute now. He'd eat an apple core. Brute now. He eats dog food. He just eats dog food. He's happy with dog food. So I don't complain. It's a lot easier to cook for him, but I miss my little gourmet. Okay, this doesn't look like much, but this is important. This is important. These are the bases to the berry colander. Once I made them, and they rose up a little bit in the middle, and the berry bowls sank down and they rocked. But this time it sits flat and steady. So I make them all the same size. The bottoms of the small, medium, and large are all the same size. So I've only got to make these in one size. So it keeps, you know, the price down, or it keeps the work level down. And the one time I had to redo them. So I made way more of these than I needed. They can be sold just as plain plates as well. So good, we got that out of the way. And, okay, there's not a lot of the sea mist in this kiln load. But that is what I do the most of. In fact, practically all my pies are with the sea mist. But here it was with the black slip and the white over. I have done this with combination with the sea mist from another firing. So I don't know if there's any of the blue in this kiln or not. But the glaze pulls nicely in, okay, the rim there and the little grooves that catch the glaze. It actually smooths out. That occasionally somebody once said, no, that's too much to clean, but the glaze actually fills that split rim or side of the rim and keeps it smooth. And we got a signature. Can we read that? Kohut 2025. Still, I think I need to get a stamp made. Okay, and all looks good on the bottom. Whoa! No, it doesn't. What happened here? Okay, I guess some stress put under while it was being made. And too bad the bottom came out perfect on this one. Why couldn't this one been the one that slipped? Okay, off the stilt. And okay, so more effort and work and time into, and this is the small size. I think this is the first we pulled out of the small size. I realized I did make a mistake on the small ones. That here's one. I always keep a prototype around, but I didn't check it out. That I only put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes in the bottom of the small ones in the past, and I put all of this in. One of my videos on making the berry bowls was using a template, actually, to put elaborate bases in the bottom and up the side. I like this for the small one. I like this for the larger ones. And I probably should do an updated video on maybe everything I do now, since, you know, I've advanced the designs a bit. And, yeah, okay, oh, this cobalt, the blue, there's something I hadn't thought about. The price is changing. It's already mined by bare hand and footed child labor. So we'll see what happens with cobalt if it's not expensive enough to begin with. Okay, and yeah, the black slip, I like using just one glaze because the black slip comb through gives just enough variation that when I try to use two glazes, so often something can go wrong. And I did just order enough of these to go around to last me for 2 years. Hadn't thinking that, oh, look, they do come from China until we get our own. Oh. Our own oil spout pour factory going. Hopefully this one will fit. Yep, beautiful. Okay, so I do need to get the larger ones mated. The small ones are more for somebody that's looking for a low price and isn't thinking. Can't really put much olive oil in there. Alrighty, so not bad, except for that berry bowl. Oh wait, is there one down in the corner yet? Did I miss something? Oh, here we go. Oh, Pittsburgh! Alright, the hometown. Okay, we'll get the stickers out for this one. Okay, the made in Pittsburgh by Pittsburghers. Does that work? I live outside the city limits, but I was born in Allegheny General Hospital, the old brick part. Okay, and interesting here with the sales ad, don't be a starving artist. Everybody says go to Aldi's. Well, I've been going to the expensive store. It turns out I shop only the sales ad, and they beat the one that everybody says to visit. Okay, stop back and see what's going on in the studio next week.